Shalom, my name is Rudy Rochman. We're outside of the 2020 AIPAC Policy Conference, Hebrew year 5780. Our mission is to engage with the protesters outside, to break out of our echo chambers, and to either expose anti-Semitism or to create genuine, nuanced conversations in order to write a better future together. Let's see what we get. Yalla.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea.
There's Rudy.
Rudy.
I seen you on TV.
Hold up. But can we remain peaceful though?
Very peaceful.
Okay, but also like calm and not,
calm. Let's not
play by all
let's
the
go.
Jews'
I've
rules.
seen you on TV. All right, so I've seen you on Facebook plenty of times. You're good. You're slick. I like you.
Thank you.
I'm Palestinian. I'm from the village of Deir Yassin.
Nice to meet you, my cousin.
Likewise, my father was a victim of the Ben Gurion Sears gangs. Okay. My father's family was also, I don't want to say killed, but they had to run away for their lives. What do you and your family that came over to Palestine have to tell me that justifies your everyday life for 70 years of killing Palestinian children?
Let's slow down. So I completely...
So I have to shut down for me to say...
No, but you said something...
You guys kill Palestinian children on a daily basis?
No, there are people dying on both sides, and I condemn the death of any civilian...
Barely any Israelis.
That's not true. I lost 4 friends in one summer, another friend 2 summers ago.
Well, we lose a kid every day.
And I'm not here...
For the last 70 years.
And that's unjust. And that's unjust, and I'm here with you saying...
So how could you stand with Israel that came from Brooklyn,
Hold on.
from Europe?
Listen,
Because
if we're going to have...
right here,
let me be able to speak.
We have our Palestinian Jews that don't have a voice.
Can you let me speak to you?
How could a Jew from Europe or Brooklyn come and justify what they're doing?
So let me
Palestinian Jews
You're not here to have a
don't
conversation.
Have a right.
Can I answer you?
Go ahead.
Honestly. Let me answer you.
Go ahead.
Okay? Jews are not from Europe. They're displaced Judeans that were displaced by the Roman Empire into Europe. Okay? They have a right to come back to Judea, and that has nothing to do with Palestinians not or existing there. Hold up.
They have a right. I agree with you. Wait, they have a right.
And so do Palestinians have a right to live there equally.
At the time, it's Palestine. They have a
by
right
the British.
to come.
It's a British state.
They have the right to come and live in Palestine. We open our doors to Jews.
So we already agree on that.
You come as a Jew, you live in Palestine. I don't come to America
hold up.
to live in America and make it Palestine.
A British mandate.
America's America.
A British mandate. It's not a Palestinian state. It's not a civilization. It's not a kingdom. It's a British territory. It's a British territory.
We have money.
Yes.
We have
the money is British money. The flag is a British flag.
That's about it.
The money is British coins. The flag is yes.
Our money's Palestinian.
It's a British coin. It's a British minted coin.
Palestinian. Before that one.
Before that one, it was the Ottoman, and before the Ottoman, you go all the way back up. It's Judea.
Either way, you.
Okay.
So
let's hold on. I'm having a conversation with my cousins. We don't need Westerners to get in between us. We have enough Westerners.
Israel coins before that?
You had Israel coins before that, from Judea, from when we were living there. Okay, let's talk about our future, because that's, I think, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
Our future.
You believe in a reality where Jews are allowed to live there.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I believe in a reality where Palestinians are allowed to live there, fully equal citizens, no matter what.
But they have a more right than
no
you.
wall.
Palestinians own the land. They have a more right than you.
When did they collect
came
it?
from Europe.
Wait.
You
agreed with me.
You came from Brooklyn.
Hold on. Now you're jumping all over.
And we have our own Palestinian Jews.
Now you're jumping all over.
Not Zionists.
You're jumping all over now. The Jews aren't from Europe. They're from Judea, and they were displaced there. They're not from Iraq, and they're not from Europe. They're from Judea.
Jews are from all over.
No, Jews are from Judea.
People from all over.
Jews are from Judea. Native Americans, if they're displaced from the land, they still come from one place.
Okay.
Right? So Jews are from Judea. That's where we come from. So let's remove that argument that Jews are from Europe, because they're not. We don't need Westerners to come and
Why not? You get the Westerners tax dollars to do what you
and I'm
want.
against that. I'm against the U.S. foreign aid to Israel.
Why?
Why? Because it allows the foreign countries to come and to manipulate us and to profit off of both of our suffering. and to sell weapons to both sides. You'd be surprised as to how much we actually agree on. And this is an important conversation that never allowed to happen because people like this separate us from having that conversation. Okay? I don't believe in a reality where we both are separated. I believe in a reality we find a way to come together. Because at the end of the day, there's no future without your family or my family living there.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, when you go to someone's country, you're supposed to abide by their rules and laws.
Habibi, what country existed?
You don't come to
what country existed before Israel?
Thank you very much, brother.
Okay,
it's all been the Canaans. It's all been us. We have our own Jews. We love our own Jews.
What's
they
important?
Have no voice.
What's important is that we see the humanity in one another. That we understand that each other have suffering, and that we genuinely try to find a way for our descendants to be able to live together.
I also understand that whoever claims to be Jewish does not have the right to come and take a Palestinian's home.
No, they kicked out the British to revive their civilization.
No, before the British,
I don't believe in kicking out Palestinians from their homes.
Before the British,
I'm against
the Palestinians were there.
Okay, before the British was the Ottomans. Before the Ottomans, it was the Byzantine. Before the Byzantine, it was the Romans. Before the Romans.
International law says that any land gained in an offensive war is allowed.
We are humans. Bottom line, we're humans.
We're more than that. We're cousins.
We're cousins. We're blood by God.
That's right.
But we cannot kill each other and say that we want to be friends.
No, we have to stop killing each other.
Our kids' future depend on this. It's not just me and you. We're going.
100%.
It's our kids.
But we have the ability to impact our communities for them to understand like me and you.
I agree with that. If you want the truth, Abbas,
you are annexing land that doesn't belong.
I don't believe in a future where the politicians figure out our future. I believe in a future where our population are able to figure out a future.
They're not in Israel.
But we have to separate the two.
You're in their
stop
country.
all violence. We have to stop
100%.
land theft.
But
on
you're
both
in the
sides.
West
On both sides.
Illegal
so you're agreeing to
on both sides.
from the West Bank and Gaza.
On both sides. Humanizing.
The day this place steps up to the plate
I know.
and says stop illegal settlements, stop killing children, and let's live as neighbors. That's the only.
Stop
this
the war
place has to
crimes
come
and we'll all
and
be
stop.
good.
They have to stop.
This place will exist regardless of us making peace or war.
It's true, but they have to stop.
So what I'm talking about is not about America.
We can't give them attention and walk with them if they're illegally doing
The
things.
problem is that most of us here, okay, have a personal stake in the issue, in the land itself, and we never communicate and engage with one another.
It's real estate. You got Trump. You got the best guy for
Forget
the real
about
estate.
Trump. There will be other presidents that come that are good about it.
You've lost your puppet government.
I don't believe I'm American, so I don't believe it's my opinion to impose onto America what they should elect for their population.
Everybody knows that.
There's things that I agree with him on, there's things that I disagree with him. Like this thing, I'm against Trump's peace plan. It's not a peace plan. It's again another form of dividing our populations on a land that we should all equally live. I should be able to travel to Shem, to Nablus, and Palestinians should be able to travel to Akko and to Yafo, right?
You think that's realistic though?
Absolutely.
Expansion,
well, Jews building in Judea and Samaria and West Bank will not prevent Palestinians from being able to travel there. What's preventing us from traveling is a wall, which should be removed. What's preventing us from travel is the inability to have conversations, which has to change. What's preventing us from challenging is politicians that are all profiting from the current status quo. So these are the things that have to be talked about. We have so much that we have in common.
That's including Netanyahu.
Yes.
He's profiting off of innocent people.
All politicians are profiting from the status quo, off of our suffering.
Yes.
So how do we come together and figure that out? We have to change from the bottom up, not the top down.
I believe in that, but now if you guys are serious, that can be done. If you guys want to keep doing it for over 70 years, talking about peace plans, Oslo Accords,
Forget the politicians.
That's all garbage.
I live in Israel, so there's a part of something that I'm about called Habayit that brings local Palestinian activists in refugee camps and so on with Israeli activists together to start those conversations of building human relations. We go into their kfars, they go into our villages, we experience one another, and we figure out what are the injustices that Palestinians go through, because a lot of Israelis have never heard that story. It's a crime. And a lot of Palestinians have never heard the suffering that Israelis go through. So first of all, understanding those injustices and figure out what are the aspirations that Palestinians need and what are the aspirations that Israelis need. And then once we have that conversation, we can start figuring out a way to build a country that we should have built together and not the British forced us to divide ourselves. And so till now we've been divided because that's how Westerners do. They divide and conquer. That's what the British do and that's what America is doing and that's what this individual is doing. They see cousins speaking to each other, hugging each other, holding both hands together, and he's coming and trying to separate us.
The Imperial British plan? Wasn't it a British mandate?
Wasn't is that these politicians are robbing these no.
You two are making progress.
That's fine. So what we have to do is stop these politicians who are robbing the ordinary American citizen, the taxpayer, and using it for weapons, for bombs, to bomb innocent people.
Like
it
I
has
said,
to be stopped.
I will fight with you and you will fight with me against the U.S. foreign aid to Israel.
I'm with you 100%.
Because you know why?
We need our own money.
It's not even money. It forces Israel to be dependent on weapons, U.S. weapons, that causes American policy to be imposed on Israel.
Habibi, thank you, brother. Nice talking to you.
You too.
I love you. Inshallah,
Inshallah,
people
we'll have peace.
will change and become good humans and take care of our children and our future.
Inshallah.
We have to. We can't keep killing our kids.
That's right.
We can't. It has to stop. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom.
You did a good job.
Toda.
Kol hakavod. Kol hakavod. And they're reasonable. They're being unreasonable. You did a good job.
Toda.
Ask him about Judea and Samaria.
No. This guy is very reasonable. What's your name?
Rudy.
Rudy or
Yeah.
Farid?
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting. You live in Israel?
What's your market there?
Rudy Rochman. Nice
Ask
to
him
meet
about
you.
Judea and Samaria. That's all you gotta do.
I'm an individual
No, this
activist.
guy is amazing.
I'm an individual activist.
You were doing a great job.
Thank you.
You were doing a great job.
Thank you.
Keep up. You're good. You're articulate. You're smart. You're good.
תודה רבה. מה נשמע? Thank you.
Yeah, Rudy did a
Big
great
fan,
job.
man.
Thank you.
What's it called? I emailed you a little bit ago to come to our school, so
Yeah.
hopefully next year we'll make it happen.
בעזרת השם.
Yeah?
You should have Savla nude.
חייב סבלנות פה.
Rudy, what do you do?